perfectly light and fluffy steamed rice with the most tender, juicy 5-spice chicken. This is a baked 5-spice chicken rice. Welcome back to Wok Wednesday. I'm Jeremy and I'm here at School of Wok, London's premier Asian cookery school. Now I've got some base ingredients that I'm going to use for the marinade for the chicken, but also to make a quick chili sauce at the end. Ginger, garlic, spring onion, classic School of Wok ingredients. So the ginger and garlic, I'm just going to bash first. Most of that garlic I'm actually going to use for the chili sauce. One clove I'll finely chop for the marinade for my chicken thighs. Same with the ginger. And this sort of very roughly bashed ginger can kind of join my bashed garlic, ready for my chili sauce. And then I'm going to siphon off a little bit of that ginger to be roughly chopped. And this dish is classically steamed with the rice and the marinated chicken, or a layer of the marinated chicken on top. And it just kind of keeps a good texture for a long time. And it can just keep sitting in a steam basket in Hong Kong or places like that, where it's kind of like a quick bowl food or street food bowl food. I'm going to actually do this in the oven today to show you how easy it is to just whack in the oven. So ginger and garlic finely chopped or roughly chopped for the base of my chicken marinade. I'm just going to carry on prepping my ingredients for my chili sauce so that I don't have to wash my board in between. Spring onion, rough chop. My chilies, I've got red and green Birdeye chilies, or the small chilies that are quite hot. I'm just going to cut them into chunks for the chili sauce. So these guys just all set and ready for a quick flash fry later on. And then the chicken thigh, this is skinless chicken thigh. I'm just going to cut sort of 3mm thick slices, like so that I can get a good bit of marinade around each piece, but also sort of lay it out thin enough over the rice. The marinade, 5-spice, is kind of the main flavour of this, but I'm going to use only sort of a heavy pinch because I don't want it to overpower the chicken. And there's some really strong flavours in 5-spice, quite overpowering if you use too much. 5 spices made up of star anise, cinnamon, fennel, clove, all really strong flavours. Light soy sauce for the saltiness. Little drizzle of sesame oil. Good pinch of black pepper and a pinch of sugar to just balance out the flavour. So I'm going to let that marinade whilst I'm washing my rice. And I've got a cup of rice here. I'm going to go straight into this stoneware, this stone bowl. I'm going to wash this rice and I'm going to measure 1 water to 1 rice. I want a little less water than usual because the moisture and liquid, or any moisture from the chicken and the marinade, is going to kind of seep into that rice as well. And you don't want that rice to overcook. So I washed the rice and measured my water. And as you can see, you just want just enough water to kind of cover the rice. If you press down, it should kind of hit the second knuckle, your middle knuckle. So I'm measuring. It's not quite hitting that middle knuckle. So I'm going to put a little bit more water in. And that is a little less than I would usually do if I was just cooking the rice by itself. Now the chicken can go straight on. I kind of like to layer it nicely, mainly so that you haven't got this sort of thick layer of chicken anywhere, so it cooks nice and evenly. Now my advice with a dish like this is if you feel like you've got too much chicken for your bowl, don't just stuff it all into one bowl. Just make another bowl up with some more rice. Now, as I said, you could just put this into a steam basket and steam it, and it might take about 15 to 20 minutes. But I'm going to show you how to do it in the oven without having to set up a steam basket and wok. And, you know, most people have an oven in the house. So I'm just going to cover it with some foil, and the water in that bowl, remember it's a heat-proof stone bowl, will at some point get nice and hot, and it will start to steam in its own juices. I've got the oven on, 200 degrees C. Cooking time is about 30 to 40 minutes. We'll check it after 30 minutes. So this chili sauce, kind of like a slight variation of my dad's clay pot chili soy sauce that he used to make, and it's really nice and easy. It might choke you up a little, so hold your breath whilst you're cooking it. A little bit of oil in your wok, and then all your spring onion, garlic, ginger and chili straight into that. You want your chilies to kind of blister a little before you add any liquid to this. And when your soy and honey go in, it's going to really steam up. I like to get a good bit of colour on the ginger and garlic as well. So if you feel like you need a little bit more oil to help that out, go for it. Getting that lovely colour now on the ginger. High heat, smoking hot before you pour a good amount of dark soy sauce into this. A tablespoon of honey. Mix that in whilst that's bubbling away. Stand clear. And that'll caramelise really quickly with that honey, so you want to take that straight off. So that took about 35 minutes, and it really does look like it would have if I'd steamed it in a steam basket. The rice is nice and sort of slightly sticky, but still separate. I was taking in all the flavour from the chicken itself. And the chicken is so tender from just steaming in its own juices. This is simple cooking, absolutely at its best. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, ding, hit that notification bell, and you'll find more dishes like this on the channel.